I wanted to play a build where I would use spells and staff attack to destroy my enemies. So, here we have this first Earth Mastery build using a couple of spells and the primary attack. Earth Mastery is awesome overall and this build pretty good, although simple enough. Here is the gameplay of the build. First we activate the Ring of Flame aura. This one stays active for a duration and deals damage to enemies while reducing some of their resistances. We also activate the Earth Enchantment aura, which provides buffs to the player such as more damage, more armor, etc. Then we use the main spell of this build on enemies, which is the Roiling Magma, and we also attack with the staff at least half of the time. And of course, let's not forget the barrier skill for survivability, although I haven't really invested any points into it. On this hero I invested heavily on Vigor to increase my health points and also all types of damage supported by this one, and on Knowledge attribute as I wanted to be able to equip higher tier equipment for mages such as magical weapons and armor. Primary attack maxed out. The modifiers I use are Tailwind to give more speed to the projectiles and target penetration, which means the projectiles go through the first enemy that they hit and they hit one more enemy behind the first one. Enhanced Ailment to increase the chances for my fire projectiles to apply burn damage over time. Although right now on this skill the chances are higher than 100%, the skill doesn't always apply burn because I also use the modifier Volley. This increases the chances to fire more projectiles, which can also result to the shotgun effect, but it reduces both damage and ailment chance of each one of the projectiles by 70%. So, effectively my staff attacks when trigger this modifier have only 75% chance to apply the ailment. I could remove the Tailwind point and replaced it with one more rank of Enhanced Ailment to actually have the burn effect always apply, but I chose to go with some improvements to the projectile speed with this modifier. When you have more than 100% chances for ailments, let's say that you have 144% chance. Then you apply one standard stack of ailment for the 100% if the enemy doesn't resist at all on this type of damage, and the rest 44% chances for potentially applying a second stack of this ailment to the same enemy. If it were 200% for example, then you would apply 2 stacks of ailment as standard if the enemy had 0 resistance to this type. Roiling Magma. Enhanced damage modifier for more damage. Fragmentation modifier. It is pretty self-explanatory and a nice addition to the skill that actually deals good damage to multiple enemies. Earth Enchantment. Flame Shield. The effect of this modifier works on all types of attacking enemies, melee and projectile users, and helps a bit to finish them off faster. Stone Skin Modifier. For more armor and Earth Enhancement for more buffs to damage. Ring of Flame. The weakening hit modifier to reduce the resistances of enemies so that we deal more damage to them. The Blazing Hit modifier to deal more damage to those enemies who dare to stand in front of us. The Enhanced Amplify modifier to increase the performance of the skill. Passive skills. Grand Magic. Arcane Abundance. Earth Wielder. Earth Attunement. The area damage buff will affect skills that have radius of effect. Magma Shell. Of course, this build uses a fire staff as the main weapon, so here we have it. In general, there are some stats that would be the most useful to this build, and those stats would be health points, energy barrier or free barrier, movement and attack speed, especially movement speed, buffs to spell and fire damage and all kinds of resistances, but fire resistance not that important because we get it from the mastery itself. Cooldown rate stat would also be helpful to cast the Ring of Flame more often. that was the build guide. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you for watching.
I can't do that. That's not possible.